As a wise guy, I booked the front of the economy cabin. That way I can eavesdrop on the rich people in business class, hear what they're saying, hear what they're talking about. Just after I got seated, a few minutes later, this technical crew member comes and sits beside me. And I'm like, man, I don't know what you're reading right now, but just make sure there's no check engine light on this plane. I was a little bit worried about how Nigeria is going to function without me in it. So I was quickly like sending a few texts to the people who would keep it running, like with some important instructions. All right. As usual, last to get off the plane is a fool. The kind of cold that hammered my forehead as I got off the plane in Casablanca was diabolical. I essentially just assumed that it would be dry and warm since it's an arid region.
You owe me we get one for geography that year. Damn.
Anyways, I thought it was immigration and
It turns out that airport begging is a continental anthropoclasm. Next, I proceed towards baggage claim where it took me about 30 minutes to find my luggage. I was in between pissed and confused at this point because my stomach was running from the airplane food.
after putting gravity to good use, I went to the exchange and met this fine chill lady. Whether she ripped me or not, I don't even know till now
I like cameras a lot.
because she even sold me a debit card I would ordinarily not need. Since I was going to Marrakesh, I quickly had breakfast, got the train tickets, and rode from Casablanca airport
To La Casa then.
to Marrakesh. Now we're starting to see the unique beauty of the Moroccan terrain. I downloaded the whole season of some Netflix series, but I didn't watch a single minute. I don't even remember the title. But to be honest, the scenery was just good enough for me. It's giving action movies.
We got to La Casa and it's really beautiful here.
I even asked someone to take me some photos, but sadly didn't even get the description of my artistic ideas. But yeah, I appreciate him still. Then the next train came and we upped on, and I was famished again at this point. I got some snacks from this guy who pushes a trolley on the train, and I went back to sit and started eating until this child. I really never thought the child staring at me would make me so uncomfortable. Nothing where I know asked this child finish. Do you want to eat? Do you like my camera? Do you want to have it? Still, I'm like, okay, on the sha. And I'm like, I like children, no, but no more.
Finally, Mo arrived in Grand Style and I was looking for Uber.
Well, technically not Uber because it does not work in Morocco. I'll talk about this later. While I was waiting for the Uber, suddenly free ride came to me. Apparently, there was also an arrangement from the train station to the resort. At this point, I said to myself, I'm in for a treat. Like, and people if bomb me panny men. After 20 minutes or so driving, we get to the resort, and then first of all, they said, don't worry about your bag. Unsafe. I'm handling all right. Sit here, let me get you some tea. And then she comes back and serves this napkin that I was almost going to eat because it looked like cheese and bread at the same time. Apparently, she just wanted us to use it to wipe our hands. And the moment we were done here, we went out to pick up some merch, and someone took us to our rooms while showing us some of the important parts of the resort. Took a breather for about 25 minutes, then went out to meet my team members. This is Shannon, Samantha, Andre, and Tomash. By the way, it was my first time meeting everyone except Samantha, who I had met in Kenya last year, November. We then moved together to see some of the other beautiful parts of the resort while chatting about lots of things. Last night we went for dinner, and then we got entertained by the same dance group we met at the entrance. Chatted some more, and then went to sleep. See you in the next part.